All right, it's kind of an impromptu video. I don't want to get into daily vlogging because I can't keep up with that schedule, but I thought it was kind of a goings on around the property. So we're supposed to have someone coming and cutting our hay this evening, which I'm really happy about. I think what I'll do is show you guys what I had to do post him cutting, but I'll show you the field real quick. I had to block, we get irrigation in our field and we pay for it through the county, I believe, or the irrigation district. Anyways, the field is about, it's probably about, I don't know, 3 feet tall right now. And our field's got kind of a wet side and a dry side. When I flip the camera around, you'll be able to tell. So the wet side goes from here to about there, right behind the tree. Then you can see how it turns yellow over here. Now the dry side's actually up along there, and then in the very back it's really dry. And so we're supposed to get it cut today and then raked tomorrow, I think, in the afternoon. I'm not sure if it's got to sit a day or more. I think he said rake tomorrow and bale on Sunday. So that'll be exciting. Hay's kind of high right now, and so it must obviously be worth it to cut the field and bale it. We're going to do an 80-20 split, so for every 100 bales he gets 80, we get 20. And I think next year, depending on hay prices, I might just pay him and keep the whole thing. But anyways, I'll do a quick view of the field before and after. There's my son's tractors over there. 1 goat and 2 goats. So anyways, I'll show you guys the after picture, and then I'll show you what I kind of had to do. Last night I was all in a fritter digging holes and hauling wheelbarrows through the field. So I ended up having to do a bit of a weed eating path through the grass. I called it the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Anyways, so yeah, I'll show you guys the after footage and show you where it's going to get stored. All right, guys, he came by this morning and he's cutting, and super happy about it. He's got a big machine, big cutting arm, and so far he has had no problem cutting through the hay. You can see Team Butthurt Bravo over here. They're not happy that somebody's out in their field, but I'll show you the cutter and when he goes by, and so far so good. I thought maybe the machine would have a problem with the field just because it's got such big clumps, but it hasn't even phased it. So anyways, I'll get a picture of him going by, and we'll take a look at the field afterwards. There's his machine. That's him cutting. Pretty sweet. All right, guys, now he's cutting the front field. Front field's totally clear. Shouldn't be anything to hit out there. So backfield cut fine. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. It's so awesome to have the fields cut. Alrighty, I suppose I should go like this. The field's cut. We talked his ear off, and so he got out of here a little late, but let's see if he got done at 9 and came here at 7. It took 2 hours to cut both fields. The front field's hard because it's a big enough piece of equipment. It's triangular shaped, so the corners are hard, and then you kind of work yourself into a little patch in the middle where if you got a square field, you can just go back and forth. So the front field, I think, was a bit of a pain in the ass. I have no idea how many bales we're gonna get out of this thing. No clue. So it'll be interesting to see, but I will go ahead and show you guys the backfield. I know for some of you, you're like, what's the big deal? You got your field cut. We haven't had our field cut in before I was married, like 2000. So it's been almost 30 years since it's actually been legitimately cut for hay. So for me, it's really exciting. For you, it might be mundane, but anyways, I'll show you guys what's going on. So we'll walk out here. You can see before it was a giant field with tons and tons of standing grass, and now it's all cut nice and bituminous. And I took the gate off so he could get in here. If you guys have gates, I'll tell you what you do. Instead of putting your pins facing the opposite direction, face them all the same direction and drill the top one out and put one of these trailer D-ring thingies on there, and you can pull that top pin out and then the gate just comes right off. It's fantastic. So it looks absolutely kick butt. There's some remnants of my old dirt jumps there, and it just looks great. Obviously he didn't do this side because it's too narrow. The ditch is right there, so I'll get my prototype mower out here and see if it'll do that, which you guys don't even know about yet. So anyways, I'm gonna head out and look at he said there was some water in the field, and I plugged up the water, so I need to go out there and look and see what's going on. But anyways, I'll see you in a sec. We're gonna head out there. All right guys, so hey guys here, and he's doing windrows, and I'll turn it around and show you guys straight away. So there's the new windrows. There's a lot of hay. Them are some humongous windrows. Looks like there was a couple spots where he didn't get the grass cut completely. Anyways, I'm super excited. I'll show you guys the windrows when he gets done, and hopefully baling happens tomorrow. That'll be interesting. All right, now he's raking the front. Let's see how that's going. It's kind of a harder field to rake because it's triangular and not square. Looks like he's gonna form 3 rows maybe. So we'll see how the field turns out up here. All right, our field's pretty rough, so it's gonna be kind of hard to tell, but you can sort of tell from here. So he's done. Didn't have any problems. This is what it looks like. Got it all raked up. So on this side of the field, there's more water, and so the rows are a lot bigger. Over on that side of the field, especially the top up there, I call it the top. It's probably, I don't know, 1.5 feet, 2 feet higher on that end of the field, but it makes a difference. So there's a lot less hay up there. I'm gonna fix that this fall. But yeah, he's got it all raked up. Yeah, you can see the difference. So see this nice green hay right here, and then if you look way over there by the tractor, that row right back there is real brown. So I'm gonna take a lot of the dry stuff just on purpose so he can have good hay. I'll get a couple bales. I think I'm only gonna get like 10 bales, or let's see, I may get 20 bales. So I'll take most of the dry stuff, grab a couple of nice bales, some green ones, and then he gets all the good stuff. And then I got to figure out whether we're going to cut again, if I'm going to continue to grow the field out, or if we're going to mow till the middle of summer. We still have our hot months ahead of us, and what I don't want is 2 foot tall fire season disaster. So I might mow that side and leave this side to grow, and then the front really doesn't dry out, and I can purposefully flood that. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited for baling tomorrow. It's gonna hopefully happen in the afternoon, as long as he doesn't break down. And we'll see how this goes. This is I love haying. This is awesome. So I'm sure I wouldn't love the baling or the bucking part, but I'm old. I'm not gonna buck bales. So anyways, we'll come back at you in the afternoon tomorrow. Well, we were out celebrating my sister's lunch, and he's been hard at work putting bales together out here. So there's the baler and the bales. It looks like they're just want one out. Oh man, look at all the hay bales. How did they get on this side of the... Oh, there's some in the grass and all over the place. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Wow. I love it. There's hay bales everywhere. Super awesome. I'm excited. I don't know how many there is, but I'm super excited. So there's a hay bale right there. And it looks like he's got a couple more rows to do over there. Anyways, we'll see how this turns out. All right, guys, there's the baler going through the yard. Old tractor going through the property. Man, I love farm equipment. So awesome. So expensive, but so awesome. All right, now the front field. I don't even know if he's gonna get 10 bales. I thought 10 bales, but now I'm thinking like 5. That's the first one, because that one came from the backfield. All right, we'll see how many he gets to. Oh, man. I feel good this morning, but I'm not 30 anymore. So, I got to bring bales in. We did a 80-20 split. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the video, which is great. I was going to take a bunch of the dry hay on the north side of the field, but he's just going to bring his trailer back here and pick it all up. So there's 11 bales. Well, there's actually 13 bales in the front field, but 2 are from back here. So I'm going to take 10 bales out of the front. I'm going to put the other 3, stack them here so you can get them easy. But I got to bring them in because I think Friday or Saturday we're going to get rain. And so they got to go in there. And this has been... Say what you will about these Harbor Freight things, they're actually great, but this one is 3 years old, and it's got a lot of this. It's just worn out. So I'm going to put a new cover on it. That'll be a different video for you guys. But I got to get I got 2 years of hay left in there. The really old stuff is just straw, and we use it for bedding. And then last year's hay, we're just keeping a bale at a time in the hay feeder. And when the goats feel like it, they eat on it. And when they don't feel like it, they go out in the field. So I got to get everything out of there. I got my four-wheeler in there. I got some, I'm not sure what, I got some pallets in there that I got to decide what I'm going to do. And then I think I'm going to put down some granite and get things rotated around so the fresh hay's in the back. So you guys can watch me do all that crazy stuff. There's the straw. There's a last bale of good hay. You can see the color difference. It's kind of green. That's all old stuff. And I just need to rake all this out and restack this lumber. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those. I may just leave them there. Anyways, got to get stuff cleaned up. Got to get stuff cleaned up in here. So that's what's happening. Sorry about the wind noise, but it's windy. So they're stacking bales. And I started stacking bales in here. Got the new cover on. It's not perfect, but I got bales in. And then anyways, they're out there throwing them on, and I'm getting the ones I started to bring in because I thought it was going to rain. I'm going to get them out for them to pick up. And it'll be all done. Okay, so hay's all done. I can't apparently do math, and I took 10 bales and I should have taken 20. So they threw 8 off. That gave me 18. One broke. It is what it is. I'm so glad to have the field hayed, but I guess I should go back to grade school and see if I can screw my camera up while I'm at it. Anyways, it was in a fritter. It was gonna rain. It did end up raining that night, so I'm glad that we hustled. I'm got to get these last bales that are on the ground. I got to get them off the ground so they don't get wet and get them up on this pile. So anyways, just show you guys the hay, and you can kind of see it behind me there. And gonna get these last, 7 bales stacked up, and that'll be the end of it for this one. Hopefully we can get a second cutting this year. We did have a windstorm and had a tree fall, or that thing's not really a tree, it's kind of a junk bush tree, but it provides shade for the goats, and the center's broke and it's starting to splay out, so I would imagine the rest of them will come down at some point. I guess I'll have to get to planting the fir trees that I've wanted to plant out there. But anyways, I'm sad that it fell. It's gonna give the goats something to eat on for a week. So anyways, got to get this hay put away. Hope I hope this was entertaining. See you guys on the next one.